A contractor making clothes for sportswear giant Nike has been caught using forced labour in Malaysia. An undercover investigation by 7 News discovered factory workers being paid a pittance and forced to live in squalor.
Recruiters in poverty-stricken countries offer desperate men and women guaranteed work in Malaysia. On arrival, their passports are confiscated. They must sign 3-year contracts in a language they can't read.
They've been trapped and they've been lied to.
To leave, they must buy out their debt and buy back their passports. But they're paid so little, escape is impossible.
All around the world, people are forced and exploited to work long hours in dangerous conditions. They are tricked and lured into the life of human trafficking. And once they're trapped, they have no other choice but to do what the trafficker says. This inhumane act of human trafficking not only violates basic human rights, but also many of the Catholic social teachings. Traffickers can see the economic benefit of exploiting these victims, but the economy is not meant just to benefit them. It's meant to benefit everyone. These victims' basic rights as workers should be respected. They deserve decent and fair wages, safety, and human dignity. But these traffickers don't provide any. Their lives are turned into a commodity where they can be bought and sold. The Catholic social teachings believe that all of our lives are precious, including these victims. They are more valuable than material objects like money, but these traffickers value their profits more than human dignity.
A child from Burkina Faso can be bought for 230 euros. The price includes transport and indefinite use of the child. Most children never get paid.
There's not been enough done to support these victims. I believe that this is because we don't provide enough resources to handle such a complex issue, or that people in developed countries don't believe that it's an urgent issue because it doesn't really happen here and only in poor nations.
My favorite hobbies are soccer and violin. My favorite song is Crank That by Soulja Boy. When I grow up, I'd like to be a doctor.
Thinking about child sex trafficking in the United States. I know for me, I didn't. Not until it happened to my family. I always believed it was something that happened in foreign countries. You hear about it on the news, but to find out that it happened in my own backyard and that it can happen to the most normal of families and the most normal of children, and how quickly it could happen.
My daughter was stabbed and burned and her head shaved and she was beaten.
Backpage said that escort services are legal, and if somebody wants to do something illegal on there, that's not our fault. What's your response to that?
This is prostitution masquerading as escort, whatever escort is. I mean, are these people wholesaling children in Washington state or not?
Human trafficking is a global black market, and it can happen in every nation, every state, and every city. And until human trafficking is no longer profitable, the exploitation of human lives will continue to happen.
I don't want anyone to have to go through what my daughters had to go through.
On April the 7th, 2010, they changed our family's life forever.
We will never be the family we were before my daughter went missing and before she was sold on that website.
There's a lady, such a lady with